This is going to be your guide to EV training in Pokemon Legends ZA, and it looks like I need this guide too because my Feraligator's EVs are absolutely wrecked from the story. Good thing we can buy EV reducing berries. One at a time. This is pain, this is agony, except someone commented, saving my day, you can reset EVs for just 5 Mega Shards in the Rust Syndicate. So not even a white mochi or anything crazy like that. It is effectively free. So what are we doing wasting our time buying berries? Let's head on over to the Rust Syndicate and reset everything. And it's just right here over to the right inside the office, so you don't have to go up the ladder or anything. I saw that you want a fresh start, and I thought that was just going to be something about joining the Rust Syndicate that has no meaning whatsoever. But no, like, that's it. Clear away the base points for just 5 Mega Shards. Yeah, let's do that to Feraligatr. But that means I need to train my Feraligatr all over again, and getting money in this game is kind of tricky, so even though you can just buy vitamins in the Pokemon Center, that's still going to be 5,000 each and over 100k just to train one stat for a Pokemon. Surely there's a better way. And there just might be by returning to tradition. That even though the power items are fairly expensive, if you're trying to like train multiple Pokemon's EVs at once, that could get annoying. But it is worth noting that Mega Shards cap out at 999, so if you're getting close to cap and there's nothing you want to buy or you've bought all the Mega Shards, then you can grab a power item or two, especially if you feel some EV training or competitive stuff coming up. The Experience Candy large, you can, doesn't really seem worth it, especially if you're doing a lot of ZA Royale. So let's see how effective these power items are, because now we have to just look for places to fight wild Pokemon. And here's where EV training gets weird in Pokemon Legends ZA, because there's Pokemon running around all over the place, and even if you're trying to target a species, you might accidentally hit another one and get EVs that you don't want. But I don't think that's a problem. I think that's actually a part of the farming method, that you're just supposed to blindly crash into whatever area and get as many KOs as possible, and then you buy the EV reducing berries to just kind of fix that. So, for example, in Area 1, this seems like a decent place to train some speed, because Fletchling, Baniri, Weedle, and Pidgey all give speed. Now, Pidgey is only a couple spawns on the roof, and it's also kind of weird because as you're moving around the city or as you're going from place to place, you might just like pick up a couple of KOs on a Pokemon and get some quick EVs that way. But let's say I accidentally hit the Scatterbug while I'm trying to take out like multiple Pokemon that are around. That's defense EVs, but then we can just use EV reducing berries and it's okay. Is Area 1 the best for speed? No. I don't know if EVs were a consideration when Game Freak was making the game, because it doesn't seem like there's an obvious spot for some of the stats that was like deliberately put in. So it'd be really cool if like zones 15, 16, 17, 18 were just attack, defense, special attack, special defense or something. It doesn't work that way, so you kind of have to find some other spots. But like right here, we got Pikachu's, so you can just get speed EVs right here. Then you hop on over to the Meowstic area, and then this is also where you're going to find speed EVs really quick. So you run through, you KO them, and then the Pokemon don't respawn for a bit. You have to go back and find other places that have the Pokemon that you're trying to train the EVs off of. Now that changes with Wild Zone 8, because there's a lot of aggressive Pokemon that'll run you down out here, and they all give attack except for Numel. So this is where you just get a ton of attack EVs really quickly, and you can either try your best to avoid Numel, but if you accidentally KO a couple of them, it's just a few berries and it's fixed, because you're going to be getting it a lot faster with your power item. So we have the power weight on our fresh Feraligatr here. Let's see like how much we get. We get these guys grouped up, and then we just start swinging. Also, we can use AoE moves, because I imagine having Earthquake is going to be completely crazy, but then we just get a huge multi-KO right here with 1,000 waves. So a fully trained Garchomp, or the only time you really care about EV training is once you've beaten the story, your Zygarde is going to be great for just AoE KOing Pokemon. Attack is looking pretty good already. I wonder, are we all... Okay, so we still have like more than 70 to go. It's not just like, I got 20 KOs, maybe they buffed the power item and it's like already maxed out. But it also means like you can save money this way. We're just like, oh, I just got 100 EVs like that. We just saved 50k while we had nothing better to do. Or if you're bulk training Pokemon, you know, you get 5 Power Bracers, which is 800 Mega Shards. But it's also going to save quite a bit of money, and then you can use the items that you have either as rewards or with the money that you get from the ZA Royale to just kind of finish off Pokemon and make your EV training easier. Or if you just kind of like miss the old school EV training, you just want to do some nice farming, you know, just some nice old school farming, this is a cool way to kind of bring that back. So just KO these things, and that's how you can get attack EVs pretty good in Zone 8. Now, I had a crazy you came to the wrong neighborhood moment in the story, and I realized, wait a second, this is huge for EV training, because Kakuna gives 2 defense each, so you can just hit that and get a ton of defense EVs really quickly. So the location of this is like just in one of the many holes throughout the city, but you can go up this pad, and then you just hop on over, and that's a quick thing to clean out. I don't know if it's actually a part of the EV training where there's like a little bit of a delay where, okay, I'll check back in a couple minutes and put in all my defense trained Pokemon and then pop that again. And then around the top of roofs, you just have Scatterbug and Spupa, so that's going to be more defense, just quick KOs and one-shots right there. Ghastly is a tried and true Pokemon for special attack, so this doesn't seem like a crazy horde of Ghastly EVs. But you can pick up some EVs here. And it's one of those things where like, oh, a vitamin is 5k. But if you do a power item KO, that's going to be like 9 EVs right there. So it's almost like 5k saved per single Pokemon KO. And then the craziest spot for special attack EVs is going to be Wild Zone 17 with the Pyroar Harem. So you can ambush this at night. Let's see how much damage. You also have like really good catches, so you could also just kind of like go through and catch, but that spends money, which kind of defeats the purpose of what we're going for. What happens if we just hit a Land's Wrath? Like, is that a big AoE? Doesn't tag all of them. Also doesn't get the KO, so that's why we do EV training. We just get really hurt here as well. So maybe you just try to like quick ball the big one, and then you can take care of the other ones, because that'll happen otherwise. So that's a pretty good special attack spot. As for special defense, this is always a weird one in Pokemon. Flabebe gives some special defense. You find it on rooftops. You find it in Wild Zone 3. Just a couple of them, though. Now, an aspect of EV training is doubling up, that I can put the power item for whatever. I can KO anything and then get attack for it. So maybe you get the special defense power item, and then you go farm defense or hit points or whatever else you're looking for that. Mostly going to be hit points. Because at some point, you're going to have too much money after doing 50 promotion matches in the ZA Royale. And then you can just buy EVs whenever, so like that start. And then you're also going to feel bad about wasting all of your money on the power items, potentially. So if there's like actual dedicated spots somewhere hidden within the city, please comment that down below and I'll make like an update video of that. This is mostly like, how do you just get EV training or understand what the game wants out of you for EV training? This is the best I've got so far. And then we have Route 12. Wild Zone 12 is going to be good for hit points because of Snorunt. There's also some other weird Pokemon in the way. I've just noticed that, like, Snorunt spawns a lot and pretty commonly. You do have to, like, dodge some of the other Pokemon. Also, that Go-Goat's worth hit points as well. So, I mean, just farm out this area. Delibird gives you some junk ones, but I think that's what the berries are for. You just wipe out everything, get some points, and then you fix whatever. Oh, yeah, actually, this trainer is really good to farm off of because they have a Garbodor that just instantly explodes sometimes. And even if it doesn't, like, you just one-shot it. You try to, like, run away at the end for the fight, and then you run back in. And then you can get the EVs of Garbodor really quick. So, like, that can be some fast EV training if you get, like, the right setup. Oh, he's got 2 Garbodors. So, yeah, the first one explodes, then you reset it, and you just keep coming back until you're done with the Garbodor. I'm repeatedly escaping from the NPC that comes charging with an explosion for their first move, and I'm farming experience at lightning speed. And that is what's happening, that if they have a Garbodor, and I guess there's like some trainers that just have like a super aggro explosion Pokemon, like, you get the experience. And the way that the battles work in this game is that if you leave and come back, like you run away and flee the battle, it just respawns them with all of their Pokemon including the Pokemon that just immediately explodes on them. And you can bait out the attack in a couple different ways. Like, the explosion, they sit there and charge it. So you don't even have to attack, you don't even have to bait it out, you don't have to, like, spam protect or anything. You just find the person that's exploding, you go to their, like, range, get spotted, explode, run back, and then you just reset. And you can see he's getting some experience. However, if your Pokemon's that overleveled, you're only getting, like, 500. Oh, wait, we got an update to this. So the best experience farming is, of course, with Audino. So once you get a Pokemon to level 100 that can one-shot Audino, make sure it has a long casting animation, and then you just send it. So you can, like, despawn it, or, like, despawn the trainer as the attack is going off, and then you run back and Audino's right there. And if you, like, it takes a lot of luck, I guess. So you have to find the trainer that can't immediately spot you because they're blocked by something. It seems like it's just really good to have the 1,000 arrows because it has, like, the perfect timing on that. And then you just do this, and the farming, once you get into the rhythm, is crazy. That isn't what I was talking about. I'm looking for the delivery men, because after you beat them, they can give you vitamins really commonly. Also, the ZA Royale isn't hard. You just get your Pokemon level 100. I did a guide about that. You one-shot everything. So maybe just do a couple rounds of that, then you use your money for, like, EV training, and then if you've got the spare Mega Shards, then you can, like, buy the power items and do more precise stuff. So you just kind of, you know, use this information, do whatever you want, however you want. I don't know, good luck, have fun. There's still, like, some interesting things about how EV training is designed in this game. Wait a minute. You get experience points for breaking Mega Shards. If power items just give you the EVs on a Mega Shard break, that changes everything. So I reset for Alligator again. Now I'm going to just look for some Mega Shards. Alright, I've taken out a good amount of Mega Shards. That way, when I check for Alligator stats, if there's a big arrow, like a big line pointing it, that means the system works. So let's hit this last one. I really want this. Come on, game. Don't be terrible just once. Ah! What? Because if you take out another Pokemon under level 100 and you break a shard, it gives you like 5 experience. 15 experience. Dang. Like, I wish that was an oversight from the devs. It's actually crazy. That would have made the game, like, multiple times better, because you need the Mega Shards for all kinds of things inside the game. And if you plan on doing a farming route, you can at least, like, fully EV train one of your Pokemon by doing it. Alright, I'm lucky. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.